Welcome and welcome back to Emma's Simply Well podcast, your space for balanced, joyful living, where simple choices lead to lasting well-being. Let's start your journey here together. In today's episode, we'll be exploring a topic that's close to my heart, how I spend my screen-free mornings. The morning sets the tone for the entire day, and I've discovered that starting my day without the rush of screens has transformed the way I feel, the way I work, and even the way I interact with others. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your screen time first thing in the morning, this episode is for you. I'll walk you through my own morning routine, share some of the benefits I've experienced, and offer tips that you can start using to create your own screen-free mornings. Why screen-free mornings? Let's start by talking about why I decided to create a screen-free morning. In our digital age, we're all glued to our phones, whether it's checking emails, social media, or the news. The first thing I would do in the morning was reach for my phone, and honestly, it was stressful. Checking my inbox, seeing notifications, or reading the news would put me in a reactive state before my day even began. My mind was constantly racing, and I know I'm not alone in this. A screen-free morning is a gift I've given myself. It's a way to ease into the day with clarity, calm, and focus. It allows me to choose how I want to start my day, rather than letting external distractions decide for me. Step 1. The first step in my screen-free mornings is waking up without an alarm. I know this isn't always possible for everyone, especially if you have work commitments or children to tend to, but if it's an option for you, I highly recommend it. Without the harsh sound of an alarm, I wake up feeling more refreshed and less stressed. Instead of feeling jolted out of sleep, I allow myself to gradually come awake with the natural rhythm of my body. When you wake up naturally, your body is able to complete its sleep cycles, leaving you more energized and ready to embrace the day. It also gives you the freedom to wake up with intention rather than obligation. Step 2. Drink water and hydrate first thing. Once I wake up, the very first thing I do is hydrate. I've found that drinking a glass of water helps me feel more awake and clears the fog from my mind. It's easy to forget about hydration, especially when we're often reaching for a cup of coffee first thing, but water is a great way to kickstart your day and get your body moving. I make it a habit to keep a glass of water by my bedside, so it's the first thing I can reach for when I wake up. If you're feeling sluggish, try drinking water instead of immediately reaching for caffeine. It's amazing how much of a difference this small change can make. Step 3, breathe and stretch with a morning routine. Next, I spend a few minutes doing some simple stretches and deep breathing exercises. I roll out of bed and stretch my arms, my legs, and my back. The goal isn't to do an intense workout, but just to move my body and get the blood flowing. Deep breathing helps calm my nervous system and create a feeling of balance as I start the day. Even just 5 minutes of stretching can release tension and set a positive tone. It's an easy way to ground yourself and feel present in the moment. I encourage you to try this too. Get out of bed, do some gentle stretches, and breathe deeply. If you have time, you could even incorporate a short meditation. Step 4. Enjoy a screen-free breakfast. One of the most important parts of my screen-free mornings is breakfast. I prepare and enjoy a nourishing breakfast without any distractions. No phone, no TV, no checking emails, just me and my meal. I sit down at my table, take my time, and savor each bite. This practice not only helps me appreciate my food more, but it also gives me time to center myself before the day starts. A mindful breakfast has a ripple effect on the rest of my day. When I'm not distracted, I'm able to enjoy the food, feel more connected to my body, and avoid overeating. Step 5. Engage in a creative or personal activity. After breakfast, I often spend time doing something creative or personal. Sometimes I write in my journal, sometimes I read a book, or I might even take a walk in nature. This part of the routine is all about connecting with myself and engaging in activities that nourish my mind and spirit. When you give yourself space to engage in something personal before the world demands your attention, it can make a huge difference in your sense of well-being. Whether it's writing, drawing, or reading, doing something that feels fulfilling helps you build momentum for the rest of your day. Step 6. Set intentions for the day. Before diving into the busyness of the day, I take a moment to reflect and set intentions. I think about the things I want to accomplish and how I want to show up in the world. This practice doesn't need to be long. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes to visualize the kind of day you want to have. Setting intentions gives me a sense of clarity and purpose. It helps me prioritize what's truly important and move forward with focus and calm. Step 7. Enjoy quiet moments or connection with loved ones. Before the world gets loud, I like to enjoy some quiet moments or connect with my loved ones. If you live with family, it might be a perfect time to share a cup of tea or coffee with them. If you live alone, consider using this time to read, meditate, or enjoy some quiet reflection. This is where the magic happens. When you start your day from a place of calm and quiet, you give yourself space to breathe and really connect with the present moment. Whether you're enjoying solitude or connecting with loved ones, the morning is an ideal time for this kind of quiet connection. Let's recap the key tips for spending a screen-free morning. First, wake up naturally without the stress of an alarm. Next, hydrate with a glass of water to start your day off right. Then, take a few moments to breathe, stretch, and get your body moving. Enjoy a mindful, screen-free breakfast. Engage in a personal or creative activity to nurture your soul. Set your intentions for the day ahead. And lastly, enjoy quiet moments or connect with your loved ones. Each of these steps helps create a calmer, more intentional morning that sets you up for success throughout the day. I encourage you to start small and experiment with different practices to see what works best for you. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd love for you to subscribe to Emma's Simply Well podcast for more calming conversations and simple wellness tips. Share this episode with friends or family who might benefit from a screen-free start to their mornings. Your support helps us grow this community of mindful living, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, wellness is a gentle journey, and every small choice you make, like starting your day without screens, brings you one step closer to a more balanced, joyful life. Be kind to your body, gentle with your heart, and curious about your experiences. You're doing better than you think. Until next time, stay simply well.